Hello everybody, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play King's Quest the SCI Remake. I decided to take some time to show you some of the monsters you can encounter, because I never actually encountered them during the actual gameplay. So, there's an ogre here. Ogre's itching to take you with his powerful arms and crush you. Why don't we just offer the ogre a cold one? Yeah, if you get that reference, that's awesome. But yeah, usually if you see one of these guys coming, you just want to get off the screen. They won't follow you around. And there's nothing you can really do about them. There's one thing you can kind of do, and I'll show you later, but yeah, for the most part, they catch you. Well, if this guy catches you, you're done for. So let's see what else we can find. On this screen there's a couple of different guys here. There's a sorcerer looking nearby just waiting to try his newest incantation. Now this guy won't kill you, but he can do something that could potentially cause your death. He wants to cast his brand new paralysis spell on you. Wish there were more like responses to trying to kiss these guys. So yeah, he's just gonna cast a spell on you that paralyzes you. Freezing you to spot satisfies his devilry, he departs, leaving you at the mercy of the forest creatures. Let's hope there's nothing nearby. And an ogre comes by. This was like a convenient. This doesn't always happen. Sometimes you just kind of stand there, and then slowly the spell wears off, but this time the ogre happened by while I was paralyzed. Which is what makes the sorcerer dangerous. Because then you can't escape. Now, before you kill the witch, she can actually be found swooping around. You gotta be careful of her too. Not your friendly type of witch. Wicked Witch is not interested in chit-chat. No witch here at the moment. I don't know why it doesn't recognize that. That would be very difficult right now. She's moving too fast. Uh-oh. Carries you off to her cottage deep in the forest. So I think this is the most interesting one to show, because it shows him like flying through the air with that scared look on his face. And still going. And you actually fall into that jail cell that we saw in there. And the original King's Quest, I think you could kind of walk around a bit before you die. As the Wicked Witch flew over her cottage, she dropped you straight to the roof into her cage. Who knew what sinister plans she has in store for you? And then it ends the same as if you had just gone in there while she was in there. She turns you into a gingerbread graham cracker. But there's also some... well, at least one good person you can run into. And this can only happen once, as far as I know. Don't trust your grandma and your fairy godmother. Your quest is indeed noble. What little I can offer you is a protective magic spell, effective but a little while. She'll be watching over you, Sir Graham. So, like, what happens is, now, if we did happen to run into any monsters with this protective spell, they would just run into it and they would run away. There's nothing they can do. Well, I ran into this one on accident. It's a wolf that can run at you, and I wasn't able to do much because he's right there. So I wasn't able to try to kiss him or pet the little puppy. Yeah, I didn't even know about that one. I actually ran into that one during the actual recording of the gameplay. Anyway, let's get back to where we were, because last time we made it up to the land of the giants. We found a giant, and... well, actually, no, we haven't found the giant yet, but we will find the giant, and we need to take care of him. So let's take a look here. There's a cave there, but we'll go in a sec. Look how tiny he is. And there's the giant. Most Giant has been carrying the heavy chest for longer than he can remember. Giant is in no mood for talking. Oh. Yeah, I guess he's too big to give a smooch. If he catches you, he pounds you into the ground. Looks painful. So what can we do with this guy? Well, if you know of the account of David and Goliath, we did just get a sling, so let's try that out. So as long as you have the pebbles in your inventory and the sling, you can do this. Just kill him. And the chest is there between his legs. You get some points, but you don't get as many points. Whoops. And of course, I'm famous for my typos because I'm a horrible typist. Giant is lying down on the ground beside him is a sturdy chest. The Giant does not have a lot to say. Oh well. So here's what you're supposed to do. Remember, I think it was episode 1, we got a ring that turns us invisible. It's another one where I'm not sure how you're supposed to figure this one out on your own. Because yeah, it helps you escape from the Giant, but there's something else that happens too. It just takes some patience. You rub the sugar ring, you become invisible, and the Giant cannot see you. So what's going to happen? The Giant's just going to wander around. So if you're just like playing this normally without any experience in this game, you'd think, okay, he can't see me now, like am I supposed to sneak up on him? Am I supposed to do something else? But no, you literally just wait. Just sit here and wait. Now from what I've heard, like you could just also avoid him, just like either like there's like a spot where he can't get to you, you can like run around him. And it will have the same effect. He just needs to be wandering around a ton, looking for you, trying to get you, not finding you. And it takes a bit. It takes quite a bit. So that's what I say, it's like, how would you know? Like eventually you think, well, like nothing's happening, maybe I should be doing something else. No, you just wait. Turn this into like an ASMR video. We're almost there. I can see on my sound wave capture that the stomping is going to stop soon. Speaking of that, the Giant is getting tired like a few. Seems like he may be getting ready to take a nap. Yeah, I have actually, I think, resolved the problem with headphones not working on my computer, so next game I should be able to do a live narration. The huge Giant took it out from stomping around has fallen fast asleep. Hooray! So we remove the ring, and the Giant is asleep, so we can get the chest. Like, I wonder how many people figured that one out on their own. And is asleep with a chest lying next to him. It's not a good idea to wake a sleeping Giant. Yeah, probably not. His sleep completely harmless. There's no reason to hurt him. Yeah, we only kill witches. We try to avoid killing anything else. I kind of wonder what happened to that troll that goat butt off the bridge. He's probably drowned. I don't know. Oh well. I love that special music that plays when you get one of the treasures. So we've got 2 of them now. We've got the mirror and we've got the chest. Last thing to get is the shield. Now, in this version of the game, from what I understand, you can't actually get the shield until you have the chest and the mirror, because getting those 2 things triggers something. Anyway, we have one of these pathways, which can be a little annoying. By the way, on this path you can actually run into a gnome who doesn't hurt you, but he can steal an item from you. And if he does that, you lose points. And he can actually steal one of the 3 treasures from you, which causes you not be able to win the game. So if that happens, you just have to restore. I never run into him. He's the only thing I don't really run into in this game, because he can also, like, appear on the overworld, too. Overworld, I'm talking about this like it's a Final Fantasy game. Anyway, yes, you can fall off this ledge, which you will see me do before too long. So, should probably be saving a lot, which I don't do for some reason. I just get too confident in myself. Well, I save here, but then I should be saving like every few steps practically. Although this isn't as bad as other Sierra games by Roberta Williams. Looking at you. Yeah, this takes a while. But yeah, with my headphone problem, so I can't plug any headphones directly into the computer, but I just got a nice new set of Bluetooth headphones, and so I bought myself a Bluetooth adapter I could plug into the computer, and that seems to do the trick. So I've got plenty of other projects in the works. That'll last us a bit. Can't do anything else fancy, and oh, there I fall down. And what I cut out is me trying this over and over. I keep falling down at that very end part. So finally I save here, so that, because I kept having to start from the beginning again because I kept not saving. And finally when I do save, I make it the first time. Anyway, but yeah, my computer, it's in desperate need of some hardware updates. And my good friend who's really savvy with computers, who helped me build the one I'm using now, he like sent me some links to some parts that would be like $300 worth of parts to upgrade it, which wouldn't be too bad, but I'm saving my money for other stuff. But yeah, for some reason now, like, games I used to be able to play normally, like that are sort of high-end games, they just cause my computer to completely freeze up. I mean completely. Like, I've been wanting to do like the other Black Mirror games, or like what else was I gonna do? Just like even like the Monkey Island games I recorded on a crappy laptop when I very first started this channel, those caused my computer to freeze. Like only like games from like before 2005 can I play for some reason. It's kind of annoying, but someday I'll upgrade my computer. I just, like I said, I have a, oh, there's my thing going off. Anyway, oh my gosh, and then my computer keeps doing that too. I wish it would stop. Okay. So remember this door? So we passed by it before. It was locked from the inside. If you fail Rumpelstiltskin's little quiz, what he gives you instead of beans is a key to open that door. And then you would have to go up to get to the giant, get the chest, and then go all the way back down, which is a bit of a punishment and doesn't get you as much points. So I prefer it this way. Fish are pretty jumpy in Daventry, that they are. Yeah, what I am playing again, because I do have a good amount of money saved up from birthdays and Christmases, is I'm actually going to get myself a Steam Deck. I already have my own little hold on one. I'm going to get like the middle tier one, which looks good enough, and hopefully if I can get a recording program on there, I may be able to do some Let's Playing on that. But it'll all depend. Like, I've seen like videos and tutorials of how to do it, but seeing those and actually being able to pull it off, well, we'll see. Anyway, this is another part that really bugs me. So you see I'm just waiting here by the rocks. Once you get those 2 treasures, very randomly and very, from what I can tell, very rarely, a very large bird appears, swoops down, and you're supposed to jump and grab onto it. Now, I cut off a ton because I kept trying, like, waiting here, and then I kept going back and forth. Nothing was happening. You'll see it cut to, like, I have the Fairy Godmother protection spell, because I think, well, maybe I had to encounter her, and that triggers it, because that's the final trigger. Because the eagle does not appear at all until you have the first 2 treasures. I thought, well, maybe that's the other trigger, too, which it might be. I don't think so. But I also think that what actually triggers it is like stepping in a certain spot here. But yeah, it's really, really, really annoying because it took me forever to get this. And if you're just playing normally, like I said, how are you supposed to know on this one single screen that this thing's going to happen? Because you can, like, even if you do stumble upon the screen when you're wandering around, there's no guarantee that this thing's going to appear. So you just think, oh, there's nothing here. And boom, there it is. And I'm too late. I'm going to try again. And I'm too late. So I think, like, walking in that sort of middle area behind that small rock, I think that might be the trigger. So we finally grab on, and we are off. That bird's probably pretty annoyed with us right now. But it's going to take us to a place that was previously inaccessible to us. This little area here. Now, do not go into that hole yet. This is like a trap. This is very unfair. If you go into that hole right now, then you get stuck and have no way out. It doesn't even kill you. You just get stuck. There's like, you all of a sudden have nothing you can do. Because you have to go over here first and get this mushroom that's conveniently placed. And there's castle in the back. A large mushroom in the meadow next to the river. From the distance you can see the spires and turrets of Castle Daventry. A large bulbous mushroom grows in the distance. And this is also kind of a weird part because you don't know what the mushroom do until you use it, but if you use it, then it's used and you can't use it again. So you have to save, use it to realize, hey, it shrinks me down, but now the mushroom's gone, I accomplished nothing, and I can no longer win. So you have to, like, this, pretty much to solve the puzzle, you have to save and restore. I guess these games, they were meant to be, like, very long-term, like, trial and error games. It's meant for people to play them, explore, discover things, kind of find connections, find every single thing you can, and, yeah, you're standing in a shadowy cavern. This cave is murky and damp. The fact that I was able to get this game done in like 4 episodes, like this game could be done, like I saw a guy do it in like 23 minutes. That wasn't what it was originally supposed to be. It's supposed to be like, you get a game like this, it's supposed to last you a long, long time. Yeah, no mouse, capiche? You best be careful, young Graham. Oh, the spell wore off. So even if you have the spell, it won't protect you from this guy. So he wants something to let us get through. Hey pal, this is no mouse you're talking to here. Say he doesn't like when we call him a mouse. Hello there, my friend. You looking for anything particular? You want to pass through my little door, right? Well, we can work something out. What's it worth to you? So you can give him some gold, but we don't want to do that. So let's just kill him. Keep in mind the rat's remarkable agility, even more remarkable fangs, you decide not to risk an attack. We killed a freaking dragon. This guy should be nothing. Well, his crookedly his long pointed flank, though. That's right, mister. Just walk a little closer. Can't wait till I'm doing live commentary again. And he beats the crap out of us. Yes, there's one shady character you shouldn't have tangled with. Luckily, we do have something that he'd want more than gold. Let's give him the cheese. Cheese? Well, now that you mention it, I am kind of hungry. Now, Jules at the side of the cheese and snatches it from your hand. You might want to count your fingers. Well, that's my little Pomeranian. She's a little piranha sometimes. Alright, so we open the door, and we get to this new area. You're in the antechamber of the Hall of the Leprechauns. The leprechauns in the room with you. Uh-oh. And they look dangerous. The tiny people dressed in green. Unfortunately, you don't speak the language of the little folk. Oh, so what do we do? Don't even try it, they're more agile than you and they will outnumber you. Alright, so let's save and see what we can do. Now, these leprechauns aren't going to be able to hurt us. If you got the 4-leaf clover, once they approach you, did your 4-leaf clover in your possession, leprechauns fear and respect you. Rather than risk offending you, they disappear. And you can even see a symbol of the 4-leaf clover. I didn't even notice this until just right this second, that there's a 4-leaf clover on the statue in the middle. But there's something else we could do that, of course, gives us more points, and it's funner. So, let's play the fiddle that we got. I love this part. Wonderful job. Leprechauns with find fiddle music irresistible. The moment they hear the music, they begin dancing a frenzy jig. Is this part of, like, lore? While swept away by snappy music, the leprechaun regards poof right out of sight. Like, is like part of, like, leprechaun lore? I don't know. I think I, like, mentioned this in when I played the original version of this game, but, when I got to this, like, as a kid in the original version, I didn't have a 4-leaf clover or a fiddle, and I thought the only thing you had to do was just dodge around them, which you can do, which is just very difficult, but, and you can get to the final room like that, but you still can't really win. You have to get rid of them one way or another. We're hearing the fiddle music you played in the hallway. The leprechauns have begun to dance. As they do, they pop away in a fit of merrymaking. Now, I'll show you why in a second, that using the fiddle is better than using the 4-leaf clover. Now, if you had been using the 4-leaf clover, this room would just be empty and the shield would just be there. You wouldn't see these guys. At least I believe that's how it works. I do love this scene. Right now, what's left is the king. And he dances his little kingly jig. And it doesn't really disappear, he just kind of like hops away. And we got the shield, and there's also a scepter there, which wouldn't. The reason why you get more points is because that scepter wouldn't be there unless you played the fiddle. So that's another thing you can pick up. And with that, take the magic shield. Final of the 3 treasures. He's imagining like having this game like in 1980 whatever, and playing this and like spending months and months. Imagine that moment where you finally get that 3rd treasure. That was probably a magical feeling. Anyway, I tried to go off to the left, but I realized I can't go that way. I have to go down to that little path there. Of course, even if you have this 3rd treasure, you could still be stuck here. Because there's no way out of this cave except for that little hole. And if you didn't grab that mushroom, you are screwed. The hole leads to the outside world. It's too big to fit through that hole, Graham. I don't think so. I think he could squeeze through. So this is the only place where eating the mushroom lets you control Graham at all, because you want to head over to the left. I almost get stuck here, but I make it out. And there's this time hole here. I'm not sure if we ever look out to the screen. You now have all 3 of Daventry's lost treasures. Don't waste any time. Bring the treasures straight back to King Edward before it's too late. But yeah, I think, like, I don't know if we ever, like, found this screen just normally walking around. But yeah, that little hole leads out here. So we have all the treasures. The last thing we need to do is report back to the king. Let me get some victory fanfare going on. Yeah, I don't even know if the monsters like will appear anymore to get you, like even if you go to like the areas where they appear. So we're just sort of taking a little victory lap here. There's a little sea monster friend. where are the guards? Yeah, once you open this and enter, that's odd. Why are the guards at their posts? But yeah, once you do this, it's the end of the game. And notice I'm missing 2 points. I'm curious still, the courtyard is deserted. The area is usually filled with the ladies and lords of the castle. Yeah, if you'd gotten the Rumpelstiltskin question right the first time, it would have had full points. It's highly unusual. Begin to feel deeply disturbed. Something is not right in the castle. You faintly hear a commotion in the king's chamber to the west. There's nothing to be done. Our king's melancholy is too much for his heart to bear. Perhaps Sir Graham will return with the 3 lost treasures of Daventry. Oh, don't put this on me. I got them. Even if I had, it's not my fault. Oh, he's dying. It's Sir Graham. He's returned. Did he find the treasures? Shh. Listen. Your Highness, I am at your service. Did you succeed in your quest? I did, Your Majesty. Here as you commanded. The magic mirror. The magic shield. And the magic chest, all tucked in my pocket somehow. King approaches us, and that doesn't go very well. I'm afraid it's a little too late for me, but you have done superbly, my knight, as I promised the kingdom is yours. I know you will serve her well. The king is dead. Long live the king. Does the doctor have the authority to do that? To announce the king like that? I don't know. Long live the king. And meanwhile we're celebrating with the corpse in the middle there. And thus ended Sir Graham's great quest for the lost treasures of Daventry. Despite the loss of their beloved King Edward, the people of Daventry grew happy and prosperous and flourished for years to come. You're right. I mean, until they get that curse that takes his son away. But oh well. And whenever King Graham looked into his magic mirror, he saw visions of adventures yet to come. For him, for his children, and for Daventry, the land he loved so much. Except I'm not sure if this was made before or after King's Quest 4. Anyway, at the end, we did it. Only missing 2 points, but like I said, literally, there's no message for getting full points. There's no reward, nothing. But we got to the end. Alright. And believe it or not, this still is not the last version of King's Quest 1 that I will play. There is yet another one, as well as other versions of other King's Quests that I will play. Believe it or not, I still haven't played the full thing of the King's Quest, the new one, the Odd Gentleman one. Which I'd like to, but I've only played through the first chapter. I don't even think I own like the entire game anywhere. Like I might have a full game on my PlayStation. I might have just gotten the first chapter free. But anyway, whether or not I'll do that as a Let's Play in the near future, probably not. I'd like to do it some point or another. Because I'd like to do all the King's Quest games, and I still need to play King's Quest 8 fully through, which is a very different one and one that is very controversial. But oh well. Anyway, I really like this version of the game. I love the advanced graphics. Like SCI graphics, there's just something magical about them. And it seems like they're just so short-lived. Like there weren't too many Sierra games that had these kind of graphics. Like there's this one, there's King's Quest 4, Codename Iceman. There's one of the, at least one of the Leisure Suit Larry games. I don't know which one. The first Quest for Glory, when it was just called Heroes Quest, had these. I know like Space Quest skipped straight from AGI graphics to VGA. Would have been cool to see a Space Quest game with like these kind of graphics, but oh well. I know people are making fan games with these kind of graphics. Like there's one I'm looking forward to called the Crimson Diamond, which looks a lot like the Criminal's Bequest, another SCI game. And it looks great. It's like a really fun little fan game, but it's been in the works for years and years. It's one of those that's just been in perpetual development. But maybe we'll see it one day and I'll play it. Anyway, that was King's Quest, the SCI remake. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.